everybody, and welcome back once again to another edition of Inside the Headset. Here we are on the final week as we talk to all the coaches before we head into the playoffs, and I'm with the head coach of the Riverdale Warriors, head coach Will Kriesky. How you doing today,
Doing
Coach?
well, good to see you.
Well, come away winner, and everything goes right. You do what you're supposed to do this Friday. Got a chance to end up 7-3. You wish two of the games were back. Everybody can understand why. Still today, I still feel like you're a better football club than Smyrna. And at the time, at the Blackman game, you had the game, you were right there, both teams, you won it back. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Feel like you could have been 9-1 at this point. Don't know if the Oakland game, let's not go there. But played the game Friday night, a little bit in the rain, and I'm sure there wasn't a lot of fans. I didn't get out, Coach, I'll be honest with you. It was a little rough out there. I mean, it wasn't raining. It was coming in sheets Friday night. And talk a little bit about your win against Warren County.
Yeah, well, they started off, they got the ball, and our defense, Caleb Moore, our kicker, he got our special teams player of the week. He did an excellent job. He had 2 touchbacks. He had all his extra points.
That's hard to do in the rain.
Yes,
3 things got to happen:
yeah.
snap, hold, kick.
And all 3 of them were really good all night. So we praised them yesterday in our meetings. And,
Absolutely.
And they did a really good job. But our defense did great. They shut them out early and forced them to punt. And we put a little pressure on their punter, and he missed a few of them, and we were able to get great field position all night. And you know, Drew Smith had a limited night, but he had 10 carries for 95, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Great.
So you know,
About what you want.
You know, he did what we expected. Our offensive line did what they expected, and you know, our kids played well. I was a little nervous going in because you know we had a lot of homecoming activities all week, just different schedule. We moved
Kids out of class.
Yeah,
kids not where they're supposed to be.
No, and we moved the game time up to 6 from 7, so our pregame stuff was a little bit different. And then, like you said, it was raining, so it was a lot of things that.
Did you run your normal electronics? Did you try to run your sideline view and all that with the sheet and rain?
We didn't. Our instant replay did not work.
And just, I mean, I hate to say, Coach, but when you're at that point, it's just better to leave it in the building.
Yeah.
I mean, you suffer.
And Coach Pelchett asked me and said, you know, if it's going to rain, let's not ruin the equipment.
No.
And not have anything for the week.
You're going to need a playoffs.
And in the playoffs. So I listened to his advice, and we kept it in the house, and unfortunately we didn't need it. So our kids did well, and I'm proud of the way these seniors matured and handled it. Because, you know, anytime you come off an emotional game and then playing a team that you're expected to beat like that, you know, you never know what might could happen and how these kids
bottom could fall out very easily where you feel like, you know, we should beat this bunch, and you go out, at 60%, where you were at 100% going against an Oakland. You get false sense of security out there.
Yeah, and I think our kids did really well setting the tone early on, and it was great to see a lot of our younger kids, our sophomores, get to play. You know, and at running back, you know, Marcus Lloyd came in the second series, and then Brady Woodruff came in after that. And both of those young guys who are going to be really good in the future had great nights, and we're really proud of them also.
One of the components you got to have is the coach has got to gel with his team, and I feel like this year you've kind of gotten that more into you're pretty close with these guys, and as you should. You've walked with them for 4 years. You've watched them come up and everything. It's going to be a special class as you get ready to go through playoffs the next day. So that's the reason why I like doing this show on week 10. Then I don't have to say, well, Coach, if you make it back next week, you know, it's kind of one of those things. But it's been a real special team for the 2019 squad.
Yeah, I'm really proud of this senior, like you just said. This senior's our first class that's came through all 4 years with us, and they're a really good group. I've bragged on them what they did all summer, how it was an easy summer for us, and how hard they work out here on the practice field. And after each one of those losses early on, they came back ready to work and ready to get better to make sure this football team's better.
Responding.
Yes, and they did a great job with that. And I told them, like, you know, the last 2 weeks we have to make sure we're getting better. We can't just come out here and go through the motions. If we come out here and go through the motions,
you'll beat the first week of playoffs.
We won't have a long November. Our November will be short, and we'll be sitting off our helmets to get reconditioned. But I think this group wants to play football for a while, and I think they're determined and they're ready to work.
Well, and we don't know how it'll play out, Coach. I mean, there's several different scenarios. A lot of things got to happen Friday night for the slots to get filled. But you got to be anxious, just kind of gandering at the 3 teams you might have a possibility of playing. You're eager to take on any of those 3. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we're ready to play. Our kids just want to play football.
I'm just saying, you're going to get a chance to play in the playoffs. Any of the 3 or 4 teams you get out of that other side, you're ready to play any of those.
Yeah, we'll be ready to play. You know, they got a good district, and Hendersonville gave us all we wanted last year and got after us. So, if we have to see Hendersonville again, that's part of it. When you get in the playoffs, you see the best each and every week, and you got to be ready to play.
Well, how'd you come out injury-wise? You okay going in this week? That's who you want to be. I mean, I'm always worried about rain because, some kid trying to go full steam and he stretches himself out and Mother Nature stretches him further than he needs to go.
Yeah, and we were very fortunate to come out injury-free Friday night, so we're able to move on. And we had great work today, and we'll have great work the rest of the week. So we're looking forward to Friday night, senior night, man. So it's a special night for those guys. And again, like you said, it's a group that's been with us all 4 years, so we're ready for them to go and ready to enjoy their night. Unfortunately, last Friday night we had a great student section, but that was about it. I want these seniors to go out. It was their homecoming last Friday. To have a bad crowd like that, it wasn't fair to them, and I don't blame people.
You can't beat up because it's hard to get kids out and a whole family and elderly people that want to come to the game or whatever.
And I tried to get the game moved to Thursday, but unfortunately they weren't able to move it.
I think now and looking at it, maybe that a pact needs to be made in the region that, guys, let's all be ready, that if we can't go on Friday, you automatically commit to moving on Thursday. Everybody raise their hand, and buy into it. Yeah, and I understand you got a lot of other outside activities, whether it be at your house or at somebody else's house, you got to respect those, because you got other things that kind of blend in on top of the game.
Well, you want to make sure you have a good gate. Football's a very expensive sport, and
it's the most expensive.
Yeah, and we're run off the gate. And if we only get 5 home games, and that cost us Friday.
And you won't get those. I mean, it's going to be kind of different. Those 5 games you're going to get next year versus this year.
Yeah. So and Morgan County always brings a good crowd, and unfortunately with the rain, they didn't bring a good crowd. This past Friday night, so that hurt, and then our crowd hurt, and. By the time you have security and people working the gates and paying officials, you don't make any money, and that hurts the program.
Let's close it out. Just big thanks to all the supporting staff, everybody that kind of comes out, moms and dads, everybody that's been involved, the whole thing. You got a JV game here in a few minutes. I want to let you go. Appreciate you falling in doing the interview today. I'm out of town tomorrow. But anything you want to say other than the many times that you've already said thank you to these people? But you can't never say thanks enough.
No, I appreciate all the fans, all the support. Our administration's unbelievable. The alumni's unbelievable. Antron Peebles came and spoke to our kids a few times. He spoke to them in the spring, then he spoke to us before the Blackman game. And, we're fortunate to have a great alumni base that gives back to the program and always willing to come help and support us.
Friday night right here at Tomahawk Stadium. It'll be the final game against the Coffee County Raiders, and that game is at 7 o'clock, and it's senior night, and y'all be here.